Hi, I'm Ethan for Howcast Gaming, and I'm here to bring you a review for Gears of War 3.
Let's go check it out.
Gears of War 3 is the exciting climax to one of the Xbox 360's flagship titles. We find our heroes in disarray as the Locust Horde and the Lambent have driven the last of humanity to take refuge aboard ships roaming the oceans. Developer Epic Games is pulling out all the stops to make sure the stakes are as high as possible. But how does it play? Now, if you've played Gears of War before, you know what to expect. Cover and fire, or just fire. Guns aren't too varied here, and you'll probably use the Lancer most of the time. But the arsenal is all around solid, and the Hammer of Dawn is still a hugely fun weapon. And there are some new ones thrown into the mix. At any given moment, there are 4 of you. The squad mechanics work quite well here. You never feel like you're babysitting your AI squad mates. In fact, if you're too slow, they'll leave you behind as they shoot and chainsaw the enemies. Speaking of chainsaws, the finishing moves are really something else. Whether you're in chainsaw duels with Locust Guards, charging with the Retro Lancer, which is extremely enjoyable and endlessly satisfying, or you're simply pummeling a fallen enemy to death, it never gets old. Strategy for the most part is simple. If it glows, well, shoot it there. If it doesn't, keep shooting it in the face. It feels like most enemies take less damage than they did in the previous games, but there are still some very intense shootouts to be had. The boss fights here pit you against some of the biggest monsters you've ever seen, but for the most part, they aren't innovative, requiring you to shoot them where they glow and avoiding the smaller enemies they spawn every now and again. Something to keep your eyes on in this game is the graphics. The locations in Gears are eclectic and really showcase what the Unreal Engine 3 can do. From tropical islands to the hammer-scorched towns, this game is beautiful. The cutscenes will definitely have you drooling as you wonder if what you're watching is pre-rendered. The weakest part of the game was expectedly the story. Filled with cheesy moments and jokes that come at the expense of the characters, the writing here tries its best to pull all 3 games together, but doesn't quite succeed. What drives us through most of the game is the motivation that Marcus must find his dad, who might have found a way to defeat the Lambent as well as the Locust Horde. If you're a fan of the Halo franchise, I'm sure you'll notice some big similarities between the 2 stories. Gears definitely has its moments that might bring a tear to your eye, though I could never get past the fact that this is Gears of War, and these touching moments feel out of place in a game about giant people with speakers on their chests fighting dinosaur people that they call grubs. But I wouldn't have it any other way. I haven't had enough time in the multiplayer, so I won't touch on it, but you'll be playing it for months to come. Gears is a fantastic game that builds on everything the previous titles have and is well worth the price of admission. I give Gears a 4.5 out of 5.